It's very important. We all want to make money, do we? We always ask, how do we make money in ATOMY? How, show me the compensation plan. Before I always show the compensation plan, but now I always tell them, do you know the ATOMY vision? When they say no, I explain a little bit first before I explain to the money part. Who is here has heard the ATOMY vision other than the one that Tuesday meeting? Anyone heard the ATOMY vision before? Raise your hand. Nobody? Okay, that's good. There is a reason why CEO Hangil Park put the company motto, create a vision, right? He didn't say make your money or focus on compensation plan, but he said create the vision. We should know what's the vision in ATOMY. So, how many of you who is working full-time in a job? Just one, two? So about 4 people, including me, 5 people. So about 5% were working as a full-time job. So the first part of making money is working as an employee, right? You work how many hours? 8 hours a day. So you are exchanging your time with money. If you don't come to work, you don't get paid, right? And the sad part is if your salary and your income is fixed, it means you cannot work more, right? The company already give you like the maximum portion of your making money in that month. You cannot ask your boss, can I have overtime for another 20 hours? No, right? But if you're hourly, like just like me, if I don't come to work at that day, that means I lost a day paycheck, right? That's why I've been working in the same company for 9 years. I never take a sick day, and all my friends said, Mike, you're a hard worker. I said, no, I'm not a hard worker because I don't have a sick day. If I don't show up to work, that means I lose a day of pay, so I cannot afford that. So what do you do? When you work 8 hours a day, your income is already limited. And there's a sad story of my friend who's been working for almost 20 years in a big company, giant company. He got laid off last December, just right before the Christmas, right? It's a sad story, but it's reality. There's no security if you're doing only making money from work. Most people just focus on one main stream of income. But in order to be successful or in order to retire comfortably, you have to have another source of income other than employment, right? What do you do? The second one is sales. Who is here doing the sales job? Salesman, selling credit card, selling car. Raise your hand. So nobody sells, right? Sales, that's good. Because this is even worse. You're pretty much the same working hour, 8 hours a day, but you gotta make a sale if you're commission-based employee or type of income. I talked to my car dealer salesman. I asked him, how many cars a week that you sell? He said, not even 2 or not even 1. I'm lucky if I can sell 2 cars in a week. So that means your income is based on your performance. If your sales performance that day is not great, that means your income drops, right? It's very hard in sales, unless you're a very good salesman. Yes, there are stories of people making 100,000 a month, but they're already talented with sales. And I just Google it, how many statistics of business in the world, the total businesses. Anyone would like to take a guess? How many businesses in the world? It's over millions. 3 million? 200 million. Yeah, 200 million businesses in the world. But how many employees in the world? Take a guess. It's over billion. 1.5 billion. So you see the comparison, 1.5 billion employees, 200 million businesses. So that means we are not born as to have our own business, right? We are born as an employee or sales. We are born to be working for someone else until we die. We are working for someone else to be richer than us, to be more comfortable than us. I know my boss keep changing cars. When I start working, he's driving Mercedes, and then he changed to Bentley, then he changed to Porsche. My car is downgrading. I'm driving a Mazda 3, so it doesn't matter how good you are in the company, your income is limited. You're not gonna go over your boss, right? You're not gonna go over your director or your sales manager or whatever it is. So you have to take the third one, which is business. Who is here have her own or his own businesses? Raise your hand. How many? Have your own store or have your own business? Only 1 or 2%. So you see the comparison between the employee? We are all born to be employee. But what is business? How many hours you work a day? Right? 12 to 14 hours a day. When you own your own business, there's no such thing as vacation. Right? There's no such thing as weekend. You open 7 hours a day, 30 days a week, 365 days a year, because you don't want to close your store or your business, right? But business itself is not a business owner. You call yourself, let's say you open a florist, you actually employ yourself instead you employ a storekeeper or a manager, right? You're actually worse than employee if you have your own business. I remember my parents. I was born with a business family. My parents owned a store, and I remember it was somewhere. I talked to my mom yesterday. I asked her when did she start. She started in '79, December '79. So it took her 5 years to gradually growing the business from 1 store, 2 store, 5 store, 10 store. On the 5th years, she has 18 stores. Wow. Right? It's pretty successful, right? Yeah. So that's business. You have to gradually grow your business. There's no such thing as 3 months and then you retire. No. Business minimum 3 to 5 years. Within the first year, either you go bankrupt or you go to the second stage, right? My parents at the 5th year, he already owned 18 stores. But business, what do you require? System. What is a system? It means you have to delegate your duty. You cannot just micromanage everything. You have to hire a director, right? Manager, supervisor. So you have to delegate. This is a system. That means even though you are at home sitting, drinking coffee, hot tea, you're still making money because you're leveraging someone else to do business for you. But if everything you're doing for yourself, just like my mother, my parents, they always leave. We leave for school 7 o'clock in the morning. That's the time I see my parents. By the time I got home around 3 to 4 o'clock, they're not home. They're home about 10 p.m. every day, Monday to Friday. So we only have chance to meet them during weekends. Weekends, yes, we spend times, but we always spend at the store. I'm a store child, so I live in the store. I sleep in the store. Like my parents make like a small room for the kids to sleep there, right? So doesn't matter if you don't have the system. That means you require your effort to do earning the income. So this is what you want to do. This is active. This is passive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 means it requires 100% of your effort to accrue the income. 2 is 75%, 3 is 50%, 4 is 25%, and 5 is 0%. We should aim for the 5, which is the true passive income. What is a passive income? Let's say you own a properties. You own a condo at Young and Finch, and then every month that rental income come into your bank. Is that passive income? The answer is both. If you still have mortgage to pay, that's not passive income, right? Because once you get 2,000, you have to deduct 1,500 to the mortgage, 400 to the maintenance fee, $100 for the gas, and this and that. At the end of the month, you have $0. But if you have paid off the condo, that means yes, you get about $2,000 active passive income. But what does a business do? Yes, you started at 100%. Everything you want to do it by yourself, right? Like my mother, she has to wake up, open the store herself, and then she hire another storekeeper. Then her effort becomes 75%, right? Another store, she hires another storekeeper or the manager, 50%. And doesn't matter how hard she try, she cannot go to 0% because she has to deal with the lease, the landlord, right? The tax, everything. See, there's always a part on her to bring the money into the house, right? So you're not gonna get to 0%. But I'm telling you, in ATOMY, yes, you can be at 0%. Right? Is that a good news? You should clap your hands now. Because we all want at 0%, right? Let me give you the secret how. So, anyone know this? Unlimited leverage. What is the unlimited leverage? Like Carol mentioned, I've been studying MLM or network marketing since I was 16. So I know how corrupted the system is. Until the ATOMY came to me 2018 in August. In the beginning, I said, this is the same. It's just another type of MLM scam. So what I did, I Googled it. I searched ATOMY scam. You know, every time I search, CEO Hamdil pop up. And I said, who is this guy wearing hat? Always say ATOMY, ATOMY, ATOMY. I clicked it. It's about 35 minutes long, the video. Once I heard it, I said, I never heard something like this. And especially when I see the compensation plan, they always say unlimited leverage. What is unlimited leverage? Let me show you how. This is you, right? Number one. Carol always say number one. So you only have two legs, A and B. And A and B, let's say this is you recruited someone, right? This is personally that you know. Then you may recruit someone else that you knew, but underneath, you may not know them, right? These people you don't even know. Maybe this is in the US, this is in Japan, same thing. This has been in Korea or this is in Indonesia. Doesn't matter where they are, under you. When they make the purchase, do you get 100% or do you get 50%?
100%.
You get 100% of everyone's under you. 100% on the left, 100% on the right. So this is what is called unlimited leverage. There is no such thing in other network marketing that give you this. And what do? You make purchase on your own as a personal PV. And this never get resetted, never get flushed. These 2 points is the key in ATOMY. If these two is not there, I'm not gonna run the business, right? I know when you have to make the purchase every month, that's not passive income. What is passive income? It doesn't require your effort to earn that money. Let's say I stop doing ATOMY, right? I stop making purchase. But my downlines, my group keep liking the products. I cannot tell the B. Let's say B is this is Star Master, right? A Star Master making 10,000 a month. I said, hey, John, stop doing ATOMY because I'm quitting. Let's do it. Do you think he said, okay, Mike, I'm gonna terminate my ID and go with you? He said, you crazy, Mike? I'm making 10,000 a month. Why should I quit? You wanna quit? You go ahead. That's right, right? So this is your own business. You don't blame your sponsor. You don't blame your uplines. Who do you blame? You. If you don't succeed, it's your problem, right? I've been learning a lot of videos about personal developments. Tony Robbins, Gary, and Eric Worre. There are so many different songs. And this is what I learned. They all have something in common. When they give the lecture, they always have something in common. Who is here have read the book called Grow and Think Rich? Raise your hand. Only 3%. Yeah. The first one is infinite intelligence. Anyone want to take a guess what is this? Infinite intelligence. That means there's higher power in us, above us. What I call this three word. God. Whether you like it or not, whether you're an atheist or a Christian, Muslim, doesn't matter. There's a God. That's why it's called infinite intelligence. Our intelligence is so limited, but His intelligence is unlimited, infinite, right? You have to agree on this because they're all agree. They're all billionaires. Why shouldn't we agree? You have to agree. There's God above us. And the second one is self-skill. This is the skill that you take it for life. You don't keep learning. Once you stop learning, that means you're dying, right? Once you meet a person, say, I know everything about ATOMY. That means he or she doesn't want to learn. Her self-skill is stopped. That means she's dying. She's not going to grow. So you have to keep learning. How do I learn? I watch videos, YouTube, read the books every day, at least 1 hour a day, minimum. If you can do it more, that's better. That means you keep growing your self-skill. Because these are the skills that they cannot take away. Only God can take away once you die. Your husband, your wife cannot take your self-skill, right? I come here, I don't need permission from my wife because I want to learn my own skill, right? How many of you are with the spouse? Raise your hand. With your spouse, 2, 3, 4? No, attending today's meeting. Nobody, right? So don't feel like discouraged if your spouse is not supporting you because we are all the same boat. Right? Well, my wife is not against. She's the one who joined, not me. But she said, go ahead, go, right? Because I want to learn. Every time you attend the seminar, Society Academy, meetings, leaders meeting, Tuesday meeting, whatever the meeting, Zoom meeting, you're all learning for yourself. Don't think that, I have to join a meeting because I want to educate my members. I want to educate my downline. No. You don't change people, you change yourself, right? That's the hardest part. You're not changing your spouse either. You're changing yourself, then your spouse will change too. And the last thing is very important. Number 3, gratitude, a feeling of giving thanks, regardless your situation, regardless your financial, health, problem, situation, everything in your life, you have to give thanks. That's gratitude. If this 3 is not met in your life, yes, you can fulfill on one part, but the other 2 parts is missing, then you're just going to give up. So these are the billionaire skills that I learned after hearing so many different personal video developments. So in order to you to grow, yes, you have to learn these 3. You have to have these 3 in your life. And every day you develop, not just stay stagnant, right? So go back to the business side. We all want to make money, do we? I personally myself, I love gamjatang, pork bone soup. Right? Let's say I want to open my own gamjatang store, right? I don't even know how to cook, but I just put all my effort, put all my money aside, open one up, and I invited Eri, my beautiful upline. Eri, come to my store. I just open up a gamjatang soup store. Then she came. And I served her the soup. It tastes like, I can't even say it, it's disgusting. Because I don't even know the ingredient. I just put the pork bone soup, salt, pepper, whatever it is. And she tasted it. It tastes like garbage, right? So I told Eri, come tomorrow or next week. I'm going to make it better. I guarantee I'm going to make it better. Do you think she'll come? No? She will not even bring a friend to my Gamjatang store. No, right? So what do you have to do in the skill, in the business? You have to develop the skill. In order to open a store, whatever it is, ramen store, sushi store, you have to have the top of the line skill, right? If you like sushi, you have to make the best sushi. If you like gamjatang, I have to make the best gamjatang soup. Then I open up the store. But in ATOMY, you don't have to have a skill. What does that mean? When I started, I don't even have a skill. Even my sponsor, right, the one who recruited me, when I asked him what is ATOMY, he said, I don't know. Every question that I asked him, he said, I don't know. How to make money in ATOMY, I don't know. How to grow your business, I don't know. What is absolute, I don't know. Even if I don't know. He doesn't have skill, right? So am I. So was I. I don't have any skill. But what did I do? I learned. I go to CS ATOMY. I learned all the video. I watched compensation plan video maybe 20 times over because I don't understand in the beginning what is PV 300,000, this 300,000. I keep repeating until I understand. So even though you don't have skill in the beginning, yes, you can do ATOMY business. That means you can grow with the business. But in traditional businesses, no. When you open your store, you already have the skill. You must have the skill. But in ATOMY, no, you don't. So now, both me and my sponsor, we are very knowledgeable about how making money in ATOMY. We make money every day. Because I called him, he called me every day, and we always share, right? We share the strategy, how to this and that. We're both very skillful right now. But you have to learn, right? There's no such thing as instant skill. You have to learn. And also we all know in ATOMY we have a global ID. It means your ID is not related to the country that you are typed on. So your ID in Canada could have members in US, Philippines, Indonesia, Singapore, and soon to be China and India, right? So in ATOMY, in these two, yes, you can succeed. It's just a matter of time. Like Carol said, in ATOMY, it's not about the products that you don't believe. It's not about the company. It's you don't believe yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how can you have someone else believe in you, right? So you have to grow yourself up. That's my message this morning. Thank you, everyone.